Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome to episode 6 of the BJJ GOONS podcast. I'm one half of your team, Tim Spriggs, aka Number One Stunner, aka Wheezy, aka The Train Wreck, aka I own stock in Domino's, aka I wash my gis with detergent and white vinegar because I don't want to be the smelly guy in the gym, aka I heel hook white belts in the gi because I train for the streets, aka if you see me in the bullpen with my headphones on, rapping Rough Riders obnoxiously loud, do not approach me. AKA, if you see me walking my Pomeranian with my do-rag on, Millie rocking in my neighborhood, please do not call the police, because 1, I'm trying to give my dog some exercise, and 2, I'm trying to keep these waves on swim. And to my right,
you have DJ Jackson, a.k.a. Action Jackson, a.k.a. the Kimura Kid, a.k.a. 8-time world champion. How are you guys doing today? What we got to go talk about today on the podcast, Tim?
I think we should start with a recap of Worlds and our experience in Cali.
What was the thing that stuck out to you the most?
Yo, that Airbnb, I feel like it gave me like black lung. Like we go in there and they're like, oh, we got a washing machine. They don't have a fucking washing machine. You know, I go in there and like it's all like old furniture in there. The cabinets were gross. And then besides that, I mean, the neighborhood was all right.
Yeah, nah, we traveled poorly. We had a travel agent that wasn't up to snuff.
It wasn't.
He got us into a really nasty situation, but we persevered. The tournament Worlds, I think, man, it was super. Like everyone knows Jamil Muhammad are our teammates. Jamil Muhammad are black belt world champions now, which is incredible to think that somebody is like the best person in the world at any weight. Like out of everybody who does jiu-jitsu, you're number one.
Year, yeah.
So it's the highest of honors. It's still like kind of, and just when I see them, I get like happy. Still, every time I look at them, it's incredible.
I thought it was amazing how these guys stepped it up in the grandest stage. Muhammad gutted it out like the day before. His foot was pretty much broken, I think, DJ.
It was horrible.
It was like his whole foot swole up. It was like Nutty Professor when Buddy Love turns back into Mr. Clump.
So everybody knows I wear Timberlands. His foot the day of the competition where he won Worlds was the size of my Timberlands, like with no shoe, like height and everything. I have a picture. It's ridiculous.
Yo, homie had the Flintstone foot.
It was the most gangster message. We have a group chat with me, Tim, Muhammad, and Brandon. We'll post it up. We ended up texting Muhammad. We're talking about his foot. He's like, are you going to be able to walk? He's like, I don't know if I can walk, but I can win.
And he did it. He did the damn thing. He beat Leandro Lowe and Marigali back-to-back on one leg. Foot.
And then Jamil, like I said, in my our pre-fight, pre-world show, Jamil is just better than everyone else.
Everyone's here.
Yeah,
this is Jamil. He has the best guard in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but his pass is probably like, who else passes better than him in that weight class too? He's just better. He's like, he's not
package.
He's like I explained it to, like I always like Teddy is the best person I've ever like his jiu-jitsu seems like the most purest. It's like, but I think Jamil's right there, just as good as Teddy is, like as jiu-jitsu wise. It's incredible.
And he's so innovative. Like
he's so young too.
You know, he's one of the innovators. I think he's the inventor of all this lapel guard.
Well, he definitely started the lapel guard stuff. Horribly. Yeah.
Tell me about that. Tell me the backstory because I wasn't in the room.
All right. So when we first started training, me, Keenan, JT, Jimmy, like a bunch of guys that were on our team at the time, we were basically bodies for JT because like everything was pushing JT to win black belt worlds. He's supposed to be our first black belt world champion, but he ended up leaving. But so everything was pushing him to the trains, but we couldn't really compare to him at that time because he's a black belt. We're blue and purple and coming up under him. So he used to smush us like a lot of the time. He just mush us all into the mat.
He's strong as hell.
Not just like, no, but super technical. Yeah, he'd beat the crap out of us. But so he saw Jamil use the worm guard. And then Keenan started using it as just a way to like slow JT down, like just to like slow, like you can't stop him from beating you up, But at that time, he could just slow him down. And it started off as like a real stalling position, so Jamil didn't use it. Mm-hmm. And then he actually, they told him it was illegal one year, and then Keenan started using it, and they never said it was illegal. So then he started doing it again. But
man, you switched it up on him.
Jamil didn't patent it. There should be a jiu-jitsu patent website for new techniques.
Are you a warm guard truther, DJ?
Oh, no way. Come on, dude. No way.
No, I'm talking about like as far as Jamil inventing it. Are you a truther?
No, I was there. You know what I'm saying?
I am a Jamil warm guard truther as well. I believe you. I think somebody owes Jamil some money.
Some royalties.
Definitely. He Elvis Presley'd him.
Oh, man.
He Elvis Presley'd him. That's wild.
Nah, but Jamil's,
Well, I mean, one of them's a black belt world champion. The other one isn't. So, I mean, what other stuff stood out for you from your experience there?
Well,
I got one, but I
the reason that one of the other ones isn't the black belt world champion, or one of the reasons he wasn't.
Why isn't it?
Justice for Keenan.
Oh, Justice for Keenan.
Yeah.
Are you a part of that movement, DJ?
What do you think?
Do you think that Americans are treated unfairly?
I mean,
be honest. Keep it 100.
Of course, always. But, like, yeah, I think Americans are treated unfairly, but I don't think it's, like, anyone's, like, it's not, the fault doesn't, I don't put the fault on the referees. I put the fault on the organization for having three Brazilian referees for a match between an American and a Brazilian, whereas, like, you don't know either person, or, like, sometimes they're on the same team, too. But it's like you're gonna lean towards, like, most people are gonna lean towards, like, giving it to the person from their country.
Speaking of the referees, you know the main referee has a headset, right?
Yeah, no,
that's weird too.
A bunch of times they were taking points away and they were forced to give them back.
Really?
Like, yeah, and you hear them in the headset and then they have to give them back.
Do you think that's kind of weird, like in fishy?
Nah, I think it's good because it was like it never happened in a fishy manner. It was like the refs are kind of like, I think they didn't give Jamil 2 points for something that he did, and then all the refs sat down and they were watching the match, and then like way after they ended up giving him the 2 points because the guy in the headset was like, you had like,
oh
yeah, that happened a few times, but like throughout where like they were like trying to rob people of points, but then the headset, but it's, man, you're watching.
That's still odd though, man. I wish they would, because I watched the final 10 last night. They have a referee on headset, but the referee they're talking to is able to be seen. I don't know where that referee is.
You don't know where that referee is. You don't know who that referee is. He's like the Wizard
of Oz. He's just sitting in like a little control room, like Zordon and shit. But
maybe, I don't know if he was sitting in the control room with a bunch of different angles, and maybe like how the NFL does instant replay. You know, they don't, that you don't see that guy. You don't know who that guy is.
I want to see the guy. I don't want to. For all I know, it could be anything. It could be anybody. I want to see the guys. They got to be held accountable.
It's probably Henzo.
I don't think Henzo's refereeing, man. If he was refereeing, if he was in charge like that, he would totally change the rules.
Yeah, definitely. What's your interesting story from Worlds?
Oh man, I guess it's the Gutenberg incident.
The Gutenberg incident. What happened? What happened with you and Gutenberg?
I mean, you know,
I saw you take his back. It was a nice creative. You started a scramble. We had a nice over underpass transition. And did you go to the truck? What's that position? The truck, right? I don't even know.
Yeah, it was crab riding.
Yeah, you went to the.
I had to bust it out. I'm sorry. I had to get geeky on it, man. You know, I had to open up the armory and just go at it.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't know I have that in me, but
I think actually, now that I think about it, I think you kind of cheated. Like, we got all this footage and film on you doing the train wreck and smashing and knee cutting and stuff like that, and then out of nowhere, you go into the truck and barimble on the people's backs.
I try to tell you I was opening up the game, man. You know, and
they ain't believe you. I
mean, and the thing is, like, I caught him slipping.
I don't think you caught him slipping. I think you could have done that at any time. And then when you did it, because you did that thing one time in the 2 matches, and then the second you did it, it worked.
Yeah. Well, the interesting part is, after the match, after I won, he comes up to me and whispers something in my ear. Number one, you never whisper in another man's ear like that. That's kind of sus.
Whoa. You whispered in your ear?
Yeah, he whispered in my ear.
Whispering sweet nothings in your ear?
It wasn't sweet nothings. No, it was not very cordial at all.
What did he say to you?
He said, "You stole the fight. Keep talking shit on social media." Number one, it's not stealing the fight. How is it stealing the fight? I took your back. I guess taking without your permission is stealing. So I guess I did steal the fight. As far as like talking shit on social media, I don't know what he could be talking about. Do you have any idea, DJ?
Nah, dog. I don't know, dog.
I didn't say anything. I just put up a video after our match at Fight to Win and just was like, my throws are so sick that guys sit down that are 225 pounds against a little old me. Like, right? Like, I'm probably like walking around right now like low twos. Yeah. 200. You
got a little chippy. Got a little chippy between you guys at Worlds. You handled it like a true professional, though.
I handled it like a true professional. Yeah.
He give you a little, like just a little one. It was crazy because I thought it was a little one, and then they ended up DQing him, which I actually think
I was good though because
I actually think it was
him and Muhammad were gonna fight the next day.
That was Muhammad's first match.
Yeah.
Oh man, so it did ended up working out for our team.
We're such great teamwork.
Yeah,
we're such great teammates.
I can't believe they DQ'd him for that though. But it's
like
super whack.
I mean, like I don't mind talking shit. Like I feel bad for him.
He didn't really.
I mean, I saved him an ass whooping because Muhammad would have beat him up. But at the same time,
he did. He got to enjoy his weekend. Start his weekend a little bit.
Start his weekend early. Get some in and out. You know.
Yeah.
Have a good old time. But it's interesting. I thought it was a wrap. I mean, like, people are heated. You lost. You thought you was going to mollywop me, and you ended up getting beat. And then it was squash. Like, I figured I could go out the podium, I mean, I may have said a little something that got caught on the camera, but we're not going to go there.
Caught on the camera?
Yeah.
If it's on the camera, we might as well go there.
I mean, okay, so if you go on Flow Grap and look up Tim Spriggs versus Gutenberg Pereira, you could just wait till the very end, last 2-3 seconds, and you hear what I say.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna let the people listen to it.
I can't watch it. I can't watch it now.
You can't watch it. You have to wait. You have to wait. Just like the people are gonna have to wait or pause it
now
and listen.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
We go in the bullpen. I'm talking to you like I'm getting ready for my next match because I actually made it to the next round, and he says something about mama's boy, something, talking more shit like he wanted to fight me. I was like, okay, I mean, if you want to fight me, we can go in the parking lot right now.
I don't think I wanted any smoke.
No, I'm just saying, like, for me, I'm the type of person where I'm very nice. I'm a cool guy. I seem like an asshole, but I'm a really nice guy. Honestly, people, everyone looking at home, I am a very nice guy. But if you're gonna try to, what? Are you okay, DJ?
Sneeze,
seasonal allergies.
Little sneeze.
If you're gonna talk shit to me,
I'm not. It's a little sneeze,
no,
man.
No. I'm talking about
allergies in here.
I'm talking about at Worlds. If you're gonna talk shit, you obviously think I'm a bitch, and if you think I'm a bitch, you think you can violate me, and I'm not gonna let you disrespect me.
Yeah,
I'm not. So if you really want to fight me, and if it's that serious, we can step outside. And that's pretty much what I said.
Oh, man.
But I told him, I'm like, hey, man, you're talking a lot of shit, but you had 10 minutes to really get at me. Now, if you want to fight, that's cool, but I hope your strategy is different in the street than it was in the match.
I never understood why people got so, like, angry and wanting to fight after, like, jiu-jitsu.
You already fought.
I mean, well, one is just grappling. Like, no one's punching each other. No one's fighting. Like,
no
matter.
Though.
Ain't nobody trying to fight. Like, that's why I was like, man, I don't get it. I don't get why people do that crap. Like, I would never like you get 10, like you say, you get 10 minutes to like try to murder a person, basically. Yeah. The ref's supposed to stop you from murdering them. You get 10 minutes to do your best to kill somebody. Then after the match, you want to fight them, but you ain't. And most of the times, it be somebody who didn't do no trying to killing them in the fight. Like they sitting 50-50 and or whatever, or double guard pull, and then after the match they push and shove and ready to fight. I'm like, I don't get it. And then even when the refs, if the referee, you think the referee fucks you over and you were supposed to win that match, why you mad at the dude that beat you? The ref didn't do it. I like, he didn't do it. He did it. The ref did it, not him. Why you want to fight him? Go be mad at the referee.
I don't get it, DJ. Are you one of those guys that's like, a jiu-jitsu match isn't a fight, they're called a fight? Are you one of those guys?
Nah, I mean, it's technically not a fight, but
it's not a fight.
It's like I do both. Like, so I don't care what people call what they do. You know what I mean? Because people who fight be like, I was in a war. No, you weren't. You were not in a war. People die in wars. You were in a fight. It's just whatever you do, you always like talk it up a little bit. I don't have no problem with people like with the verbiage they use. We all know what you're talking about. I don't know why people get so sensitive about everything nowadays.
Well,
and get all angry for no reason.
While we're on the subject of like bad calls, I mean, yeah, you might get screwed over, but that should be motivation for you to get better and make it so it's not close.
Definitely.
Like if you let it get the judge's decision, you can't be mad.
No,
you can't be mad. You can't be mad because it's a 50-50 proposition. So
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Judge's decision?
No, I'm saying it's like if you go to judge's decision, you can't really tell. It's a matter of opinion. So
it is a matter of opinion.
It's a 50-50 shot.
Yeah,
it's a 50-50 shot, dude.
I mean, but like if you're beating the crap out of the guy and you just can't score in the points, but you're doing all the work, is it a 50-50 shot and he's stalling the entire time? Like,
statistically speaking, I think it's a 50-50 shot. And
the problem with ref's decisions is no one knows the rules to getting like the criteria to getting a ref's decision.
Like wrestling, they need criteria.
Yeah, like there's just. Like, I think you won, you know? Mm-hmm. That's too much room for people to do whatever they want because, like, in Keenan's match, he's on the guy's back. Was it? Why am I?
Back take.
Yeah, no.
Patrick Gaudio.
Yeah, he's on Gaudio's back, and then they go out of bounds. They ended up. I actually don't think he should have got. Well, not don't think he should not have gotten an advantage, but he should have been up 2 points. Mm-hmm. So the score is 6-2 now. Then Gaudio gets Keenan off his back. Gaudio sweeps Keenan. And then they end up in a scramble or whatever, and then Gaudio scores 2 more points, and then comes up goes for an ankle lock at the very end to get that last advantage. So Keenan's up 4 points and 1 advantage.
And then he gets.
Then Gaudio scores all those points, and then but the advantage is pretty bad. Like the advantage for the ankle lock they gave Gaudio is not dangerous, not threatening. Like the match is over. Like there's a second left, and then out of nowhere they give him an advantage to tie the match, which it shouldn't have been tied in the first place. Then gives the rest decision to Gaudio. So I thought that was kind of jacked up. But
footlocks is kind of weird. It's not like an arm bar where it's fully
extended.
You hold it and that's an obvious advantage.
Yeah,
it's a foot.
No, that's why I say
But some people think that just by locking it in fully, you're getting an advantage because that's the equivalent of here.
Is it though?
But you can't. It's more. But if you got somebody in an ankle lock, even if their foot's flexible, it's still going for a submission.
Well, you don't get an advantage for going for a submission. You get an advantage for someone defending a submission.
He didn't defend it really.
Nah, it was like the second off he couldn't defend it if he wanted to. I thought the way
that's another reason why
I thought the way it played out it was jacked up. But I also think Keenan shouldn't have been in that position. You get on somebody's back with a minute 12 seconds or whatever it was.
That little time.
Yeah, and you're up 4 points and an advantage. That should be game over.
Well, if we go by how wrestling does it, if it gets a tie, it becomes a tie, isn't it? Last person to score.
But he shouldn't have scored.
Once he gets the advantage, it's 50-50. It's a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, but it wasn't a 50-50. He won.
Okay.
And then they made it a 50-50 shot so they could give it to the other guy.
Don't put yourself in the situation. I feel bad, but I don't really feel bad. Fuck it. But I don't feel bad at all, really, because
I wouldn't go for it. Yeah, but it was bad, and it was bad and good because last year I think Jamil got robbed way worse.
Yeah.
You
thought he got robbed way worse?
Yeah, because Jamil they double guard pull but Cobrinha pull first, and then he just came up, so he didn't do any actual movements to score points. It was just a double guard pull. He came up on top, but instead of getting advantage because Jamil pulled a little late, he got 2. And then for the rest of the matches, everything is Jamil. Everything is Jamil. And then he didn't get advantage for a loop choke that he did. That was in pretty deep. That made Cobrinha dive to his back to avoid it. And then he ends up tight. And then he ends up losing the rest decision. But when Jamil lost his. Nobody really cared. They're people get energy. Yeah, but it was kind of good to get the community to get this much energy to finally realize that the reffing system needs to be fixed.
I'll say so. And so to summarize, what do you think should be done with the rules? What do you think? What would you do? You're the head of the IBJJF.
Oh man,
give me 3 if you got, or give me 2 or 3.
More refs from other countries. Yes, it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but we need more American refs and refs from other countries, just so it's not all the same group of guys that know the guys who are competing and stuff like that.
That's fair. Okay, what else?
More clear rules. where it's like there's a
criteria.
lot of gray area with everything. Like there's a lot of like where people go out of bounds in the same position. One time they go out of bounds, it'll be 2 points. The other time, it's like he rolled out of bounds 3 times. The first 2 times he puts you back on his back. The third time they stand you up. What was different?
No.
It's like, but it's like his opinion, his perception of it. I guess like there's too much gray area for the refs to do whatever they want to do.
Okay.
Which I think it should be like set in stone. The rule should be.
That's good. All right, what's the last one? Give me another one.
Penalties for refs who like have atrocious calls. Like if there's like the calls that are really bad, like they shouldn't be allowed to ref anymore.
Like in the NFL and the NBA, they have
you're either like a lot of times like man, the only way you can do that is either you're an idiot or you're a shitty ref. And either way, you can't you can't
be a ref anymore. That's man. You should be the president of the IBJJF, DJ.
Guys, if you guys know the president of IBJJF, I'm interested in helping him revamp the rules for the Worlds.
Well, you know I am in the running for president of Jiu-Jitsu, right? I'm looking for a running mate. I'm just saying.
We're going to make Jiu-Jitsu great again?
Of course. We
Always.
will. Yeah. Jackson Spriggs, 2020. All right, so since it's a new season or new year to us grapplers.
Yeah, Worlds is the highest tournament of our year every year.
All right. What are some of your New Year's /season resolutions?
First one I have is I really want I'm going to compete a lot more this year.
Okay.
Like this coming into this Worlds, I didn't really do a lot of tournaments. I'm going to do a lot more tournaments. I've got Australia coming up. I got a bunch of stuff coming up. I'm going to do Tokyo Grand Slam coming up. I'm gonna get out there and compete a lot more.
Okay. One of mine is to compete more as well, but I'm not going to use that one. A big one of mine is to purchase a gold grill, top and bottom, and wear it while I compete. So when I win, I got gold teeth and a gold medal to match. That's my first resolution.
We have to look into seeing if we can get someone to get us a BJJ Goons grill.
Like BJJ on top,
yeah,
Goons on bottom.
Because I kind of want a grill too.
We're going to have to sell a lot of BJJ Goons merch.
Well, let's start getting some BJJ Goons merch.
Hey, man. Hey, it takes time, bro. It takes time.
We're getting there.
We got to keep the people wanting more. Another one of mine is take more serious my diet, and trying to really optimize that because I'm a fat fuck right now. Like, every night this week I've been eating Chips Ahoy cookies and whole cartons of Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
Yeah, man.
Tonight, though, an Americone Dream. Yeah. I'm addicted.
ADCC, baby. That's the one I'm taking. I'm taking it down.
Taking it down.
It's my year.
Taking it down.
Or the next year it comes up.
I predict a TLI sweep. I can
Oh,
see it happening.
We
got
me, you, Muhammad.
Me, you, Muhammad, Jamil.
I don't know. We gotta get Jamil to do ADCC. I don't know if he even wants to do it.
Man, he'll do it.
Probably, most
likely.
We're
gonna tell him how many sneakers he can buy
with that. How many Nikes?
How many Yeezys can he buy?
Oh man.
Well, you already started competing more.
Yeah.
You already did. Like right after Worlds, you did the High Rollers tournament.
Whoa.
You got to tell me and the people the whole High Rollers tournament experience.
High Rollers tournament was a great experience. Mm-hmm. It was actually, it reminded me of like You Got Served. Like you like the underground dance battles is like a real, but it was like everyone there. Place was packed out of his mind. There was like a lot of energy. It was everyone was feeling really good. They had the most blunts in rotation that I've ever seen. In my entire life. I didn't even know that was possible. Like we were basically hotboxing the entire time. There was blunts in rotation, like in the bullpen. I didn't partake because I'm not gonna smoke before I fight. But like,
how many blunts in rotation?
Man, they were giving you pre-rolls as you walked in.
Okay,
there's no telling.
On the Snoop Dogg stoner scale, are we like a level 0? Are we a
10?
Level
whatever the max is. This is the max. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
Word.
But it was awesome. Everyone was having a great time. There was no problems. There was even like people about to fight on the mat. Big Loon jumps down and gives him
Big Loon.
Yeah, that's his name. That's his name on IG.
Was he in charge?
He's one of the guys in charge. Yeah, he
I
jumps down, breaks up the fight, gives him a J. They both hit it, and they both keep fighting. And they're cool. It was good.
Was the building a giant hot box?
Basically, yeah.
Like smoke like everywhere.
Everywhere, man. But it didn't really affect. I don't really think it affected anybody competing. It wasn't like a detriment or nothing like that. It was just because everyone there, we all do it, so it's like it don't bother us.
And you won.
Oh yeah,
you won.
Yeah, they had a grand prize of a pound of weed.
A pound?
1 pound.
Pound
is what I won. Is the most weed I've ever won from a jiu-jitsu tournament. Fun fact, actually, me and Jeff Glover are tied for the most weed ever won in a jiu-jitsu tournament.
Wait, they've had weed tournaments before?
No, that's why we're tied for the most.
The most. A pound?
Pound of weed, man.
So, I have a lot of questions. Number one, what happened to the pound of dro? What happened to it?
Oh man, we had to donate it to the. We had donated it. I donated it. I donated it to some people.
St. Jude's? Like, where did you donate it to? You donated it.
We donated.
Did you write it off on your tag?
We donated some, and I have some. So
yeah. I saw after the tournament you went to Mexico.
Yeah.
So did you donate some down there too?
Nah, I didn't donate any of that down there. Our boys are down there. Jimmy, I hit up my boy Jimmy Perry. Met up with those guys. I ain't seen them in like 6 years.
Yeah,
and then ages. So I had the chance to catch up with good old friend Scott's down there. They're doing big things. They have a hospital called Chipsis, and they're doing real big things, trying to help people be better. So I went down there and just chill with my boys. Like I was out there for some extra days because I had to change my flight because my flight was scheduled for the Monday after the tournament. But I'm not gonna get on the airplane with a pound of weed, so I had to organize my life a little bit better so that I could safely travel home. I probably apparently you can do it. Don't do it. No way.
Do it.
Yeah, no way. Not a chance.
DJ, I'm not gonna lie. Like your whole steez, you get up is probable cause. Like you wear Tim boots.
No way.
Religious
There's no way. There's no way I would ever.
They'll stop you right away. Like the Tim boots alone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
They were like, nah. Apparently they do it. That's not for me, man.
Listen, all I'm saying is this: if I see you with a bunch of new Tims on, and
you will.
I'ma know. From now on, I'm refer to you as Pusha D.
Pusha D?
Yes. Man,
I'll take it. Finally, we got that Drake.
Drake. Oh man, what do you think about it?
Man,
the Drake and Pusha T battle of the century.
It was really anticlimactic because I knew Drake was coming back with fire. Because Pusha
came fire.
No, he didn't come back with anything. Pusha came at him hard. It was
right off the bat.
It was horrible. It's like if I ever was in a jiu-jitsu beef with somebody and then they said those things about me, we have to fight. You can't talk about people like that there about you not being a good father and you're a deadbeat dad and stuff. No way. So there's nothing, just radio silence from Drake. There's nothing.
Well, Jay Prince told him some old school rap guy that's supposed to be like the Suge Knight of the South.
I know who Jay Prince is.
Yeah, so he told him not to respond, but
man,
you can't be quiet about that.
Yeah,
I didn't even know he had a child, a hidden child.
One knew.
Nobody knew. He's good at keeping his side pieces quiet.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
His side pieces are
how does his son? How old is his son?
That man was gonna be 10 or something.
The way news is, how in the world did he have a kid and no one knew?
Time.
That's incredible.
A porn star.
Dang, that's incredible.
She got him. She got him. Shit. She got a bag now.
Speaking of beefs, what do you think about our boy Gary and Kobe Covington?
Can you explain to me what's going on?
All right.
I really don't know.
All right, so I'm gonna run you guys up to in case you didn't see it. Kobe Covington, the new interim champion at the 170-pound weight class in the UFC, for no reason at all on some podcast. I guess because maybe RDA is a black belt, so he beat RDA up. he comes out and he goes, he's like,
maybe he beat RDA up.
No, I didn't say maybe he beat, but I'm saying maybe he did this because he beat RDA up. He did, but he comes out and he goes, I can tap out Gary Tonin, like, and then starts talking like, hey, Gary's not that good. I can tap Gary, and so Gary's like, all right, we can fight. Like he pulls out, pull up, we can fight anywhere, any rules, whatever. Like if you tap me, I'll get a tattoo that says. I love Kobe on my ass. No, it's submission only. He said he can tap him. Okay. So I like pull up wherever, like location on, and Kobe just nothing. He disappeared. But I don't know why you would say it, because there's no way Kobe could ever like beat Gary in a jiu-jitsu match. It's like it's just impossible. Like, he's not going to.
But I don't think so.
His jiu-jitsu looks bummy. Like, and Gary's like a very good black belt. There's
high level.
Yeah.
High level.
No way.
Why would he even call out Gary Tonin?
I don't know.
What was the situation which you call out Gary Tonin?
I don't know. That's weird. Like that's weird for an MMA fighter to call out somebody with one MMA fight to a jiu-jitsu match. Like it's.
Does Gary have a face in which like guys just don't like? Like he's just like, let's pick on this dude.
I don't know.
You think Gary's soft or something?
I don't think so. He fights MMA. He had a fight. He looked good. He won. He knocked the guy out. So I don't know. I don't know why Kobe tried to come at him. But if you're gonna come at him. I want to see the fight. I would love to see Gary heel hook Kobe Covington, because I'd bet a great amount of money that's how that's going.
What's the like? All right, so let's do like like some gambling shit. Like, you think faster than 3 minutes or longer than 3 minutes?
Longer than 3 minutes.
Kobe, finish him?
Yeah, Kobe's a real strong wrestler. He'll get him out of there.
You think longer than 3 minutes?
It'll take him longer than 3 minutes.
Okay.
But yeah, he'll definitely get him out of there.
I agree.
Gary don't be playing. He ain't gonna play with that boy.
But I mean, I could see Kobe running, but if it's no time,
Kobe ain't gonna. He can't run from. You're not gonna be able to run from Gary. Gary will chase the hell out of him.
That's true.
Like it's not like when Schwab made the Schwab shut down the thing for Cyborg fought Brendan Schwab. And then Brendan Schwab ran for 15 minutes, right? Was the match, and didn't do nothing, making every wrestler who don't know jiu-jitsu in the world think that they could beat up jiu-jitsu people. Cyborg was like kind of like allowing him to like back up and like do the Schwab. Gary don't play them games.
Why did he let him run away?
He didn't think he would run away for 15 minutes.
That was like
you get paid to do a jiu-jitsu fight with somebody, and then one person just don't fight at all ever.
That was the most bitch-ass performance ever.
Hey, the Schwab shut down.
That was the most bitch.
Did he get tapped, though?
It doesn't matter.
Who's better at jiu-jitsu, Brendan Schwab or Cyborg?
Cyborg.
But they fought to a draw.
Fuck that. You got to go out swinging. Fuck that.
It's a tie.
It's not like he was going to get a fucking concussion. Just go in there and fight. I have not been a Brendan Schaub fan since. And, like, he's made it worse, like, some of the dumb shit he says.
Me too. But I agree. I agree fully. But that's why he did it. Because if he fights Cyborg, he gets tapped by Cyborg very easily. I mean,
he just stay taking L's, man. I'm going to tell you something right now. If we go on the podcast one day and you tell me I should fucking quit, we're not friends no fucking more. I might punch you on the spot. Because I don't know how somebody could just let somebody disrespect them. Like, I don't give a fuck how good of friends are.
That was Joe Rogan being generally concerned for Brendan Schwab's safety and health.
Is it Schwab or Schaub?
Schwab.
Schwab?
I don't know.
Whatever.
He's genuinely concerned for him. He's like, man, but he's right. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to have brain damage by the time you're 40 because you were taking too many punches. He took all the punches. You can't take more punches.
Why are you going to put him on blast in front of everybody?
But, man, he had to get the point across.
In private.
I may not have gotten the point across. I don't he probably saved Brendan Schwab's life. Brendan Schwab is a new man.
I think it's Schaub. I don't know his name.
Brendan is a new man because of Joe Rogan.
I refer to him as Brendan.
Yeah. Joe Rogan revitalized his career.
He ended his career.
No,
his fighting career.
He went over. He started looking a lot better after that thing with Joe.
Yeah,
he had a few more fights because he actually took the time to try to get better. But that was I personally would say that to you in private if there's anything that.
If you do that to
that
me
was
podcast,
yeah.
This is gonna be the BJJ Goons. BJJ Goons. We're not friends no motherfucking more.
No, that was pretty. That was one of the most savage things I've ever.
That's not even. That's fucked up. Why would you do that to your friend?
Because you want him to live a long life.
Tell him in private. Yo, speaking of trolls like you and Joe Rogan, You gonna troll?
Ain't
If you
troll
troll me
nobody.
on this show, we're gonna be scrapping. Takashi 69 is the greatest troll in rap history.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Yo, all right. So if you don't know, if you don't listen to the King of New York, Takashi 69. Yeah, I said it. It's King of New York. He has beef with every Chicago rapper. I don't know why. He just called them all out, and he went to Chicago, ran up in their hood, and said, "I'm out here. Where you at?" Then he started feeding the homeless, I think, in Chicago. Said, "You Chicago rappers ain't do shit for the community." You know what he did? He took Chief Keef's baby mama out to a shopping spree. First of all, stop what you're doing and go to Takashi 69's Instagram and look at this video. So, Chief Keef baby mama looks like, you ever see The Emperor's New Groove? She like Emperor Cusco when he became a llama. Her teeth are all fucked up. Like, she has like the most fucked up dye job. And she's wearing Muay Thai shorts out in public.
What the fuck is that? Is that we need to do more research to find out what that thing is, if that's a fashion or what, because we need to find whoever started it and murder them.
I think it looked like she had the expensive joints.
No, she had some nice fair
nice, yes.
Them joints was nice. I'm like, I don't get why. Yeah, Muay Thai shorts.
I
never seen it before.
It matched the outfit. It was kind of swaggy.
She did, but like we can't like it. I think it'll get out of hand. I think it'll go bad before it goes good.
Why? What you mean, man? It's hot out here. What's wrong with wearing some Muay Thai shorts out here with some?
Because you already know there will be, and especially in DC, so many dudes out here in Muay Thai shorts, and they're gonna have the short ones, and I'm just not trying to see that when I walk around DC, dog. I'm not trying to see. Like, none of that.
I mean, if you color coordinate,
I don't want nobody to wear Muay Thai shorts. Nobody one should wear Muay Thai shorts.
But anyway, he took her on a shopping spree in the Gucci store.
When I heard it, I was like, why are you playing with your life like that? Like, they're gonna come and like how like they're supposed.
I don't know, man.
Apparently, it's all a lie. I guess. Like,
what are they gonna do? He went to Chicago, went to O Block, where she keeps from, and he didn't do shit. Takashi's untouchable.
Apparently.
Could you imagine? All right, is there anyone in the world that you would do that to?
Oof.
Take their baby mama.
Hate. That's a lot of hate. That's a lot of hate.
Hate of the year.
Man, I don't think I have that much. I don't hate anyone that much, man. Who? I already know your answer.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no one would do that. Regular people don't do that. That's crazy.
On the record, I wouldn't do that, but you never know. I wouldn't do it in public. I'd save the video, and then if the person pissed me off bad enough.
What do you think? What do you think the worst jiu-jitsu version of that was?
The worst?
Yeah.
Piping someone's ex or baby mama and then running it over?
Nah, just like that. The version of like trying to troll someone that hard. Like as far as the other trolls jiu-jitsu.
You're a pretty good troll, DJ.
Really?
You're a very good troll.
Thank
yes. You. Very good.
Thank you.
Like you're known for trolling.
Really?
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yes. Who is a better troll than you?
I don't know.
Who do you think is the best?
But people don't really hate. People don't hate me. I've never been slapped.
Of
so
course.
I would give it to the king troll
because they know someone's getting stomped out.
Hey, I'm not.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. We don't have the biggest team, but like if someone
y'all don't have to jump in for someone to get stomped out. I'm not getting slapped ever. Well, I am never getting slapped. What the hell?
Well, let's say hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically, I would never get slapped.
Yeah.
Like
hypothetically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nah, that joint when AJ wrote that poem about Vagner and was threatening Vagner was to me.
He wrote a poem.
Yeah, he did a poem
was
where
like a haiku.
Yeah, Vagner was talking. Vagner and AJ did the podcast together. I forgot what the podcast was, but they were about to fight to win in Florida. Yeah. So they do the podcast together, and then AJ starts reading this poem, talking shit about Vagner, how he ain't nothing, how he ain't never been nothing, and Vagner starts to, like he doesn't have a response for it. He just gets angry and starts like I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna beat you up when we fight, and then Vagner comes out in the fight to win, and then swings on AJ like an open hand slap. And then, but it missed AJ, and then AJ turns to walk away from Vagner. I guess he's like, I'm not gonna fight a person trying to fight me. And then he gets like
Sparta kicked
this off the mat into the crowd. It was the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life.
So,
and then, yeah.
So you're saying is like AJ's bitch made for letting him do that to him?
a king troll to get someone to kick. I mean, he trolled him into fighting him. He just didn't
that
think.
Backfired. That backfired.
It did, but why else?
You're not a good troll if you get fucked up afterwards.
You're doing it to draw that out of somebody. He just probably didn't think.
Man, listen, you gotta back it up if you're gonna be a troll.
You definitely should. But most trolls ain't about that life. That's why they be behind their keyboards doing that.
Like a Reddit, Jiu-Jitsu Reddit.
Yeah, like I don't read Jiu-Jitsu.
I don't read Jiu-Jitsu Reddit. I heard they talk mad shit though.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, but I mean, like, why? Every time I think about someone who's on Reddit or anything like that, I just think of like some pasty dude. The whole room is dark and there's nothing.
The
no
South Park
like
episode of Cartman playing
World of
Warcraft.
Like they have soft professor hands. They have to wear like the little wristbands, like they got carpal tunnel because all they do is type on the keyboard. Yeah. Like I just think that's really strange. But yeah, you can't, man. The thing with AJ is he's good at talking shit, but like. It's almost comical. It's almost because like most of the time he kind of gets his ass whooped.
Yeah, he does all right, you know.
He does all right, but I mean he
got
very
second
well
to ADCC. Yeah, you know.
He did very well, but a lot of times. But how many times are you gonna get slapped, my dude? Like every time you're gonna get slapped.
I mean, once you let the first person slap you, that's why I would never get slapped. Like if I get like we got to fight to the death. You can't live anymore because once you let the first person slap you and the rest of the world sees that people can slap you and nothing's gonna happen to them. It's open season for slapping you.
I think the levels of disrespect are like spitting and then slapping. Because back in the day, if you took your little white glove and slapped somebody in the face, like someone has to die.
Man, everybody in the world,
it's a duel.
everybody has the moments like, man, I want to slap the out of somebody, out of that person. Man, everybody, you get mad at somebody and you think
slapping, I think about like hitting them in the
but
head
like
with something.
But the reason you don't do it is because of the fear of the repercussions.
I just don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, but then also, like, because we fight and we know can't nobody beat us up. But for most people, it's like you're just fear. Like you can't go around. If I slap you right now, you're going to punch me. So I'm not going to slap you. But if I knew you wouldn't punch me, if I was really mad at you, I may slap you. That's why he opened the Pandora's box of slaps. It was once the first one happened, he was kind of stuck into it.
Yo, he needs to come up with an instruction on like how to like block defend slaps. I mean, he's definitely got his 10,000 hours. He needs to, like, get an instruction on.
Oh, man.
He needs to do it. Well, speaking of, like, music, Nas dropped a new album this week.
Yo, a match made in heaven.
Finally.
Nas has the worst beat selection of any MC in the history of MCs.
The worst.
But it's one of my favorite lyricists. He finally got with someone who could make an album for him. I love the album. You got to check it out.
He's had like caviar raps with like cat food beats.
Caviar raps with cat food beats.
Like, good Lord. I mean, some of the. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
He put us through a lot. He's one of the rappers where like the reason he's not considered better than he is, but most real rappers think he's like top 5.
Of course.
But the reason he's not is because he has a lot of busted tracks, but he has a lot of tracks he's put out too much work.
That's like a really good jiu-jitsu guy with a shitty gi. It's just like a low rant.
Nah, it's like a guy who
karate gi.
It's more like it's like a guy who goes and wins ADCC and he wins Worlds, but then he gets tapped at a Copa Nova and tapped at another random tournament. Then you know what I mean? It's like how do you have something? How you do something so good, but then look so bad? Like are you not as good as I thought you were, or like where are you at? And it's gotta usually think it's something. Yeah,
this should just be like, yo, just write the raps and rap the shit and just leave. Come back in 6 months when the album's over. Do you forgive Kanye now that he gave Nas beats?
Man, I don't know.
He's the greatest troll. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Kanye's if he is.
He's trolling the world.
You think he's trolling?
Come on, I don't. But I don't blame him if he's cuckoo. He's been driven cuckoo by girls who are proven to drive men cuckoo. Like, I'd be more surprised if he wasn't crazy at this point, honestly.
Yo, what if he like ended up like Bruce Jenner and was like Kenya West? Could you imagine?
Yes, I can imagine it because it's very possible. Like, it's a strong possibility.
As soon as he gets to session, he's like, I'm the best female MC ever.
So on the level of being like a man, Bruce Jenner was more of a man than Kanye. He won the decathlon. He's an Olympic gold medalist.
He's the original Wheaties cover boy, right? Well,
cover girl.
Person.
right?
He's
or
a cover girl.
Or cover person.
Cover person.
I don't want to, yeah. But
he might even be a person if he doesn't identify as a person.
But he's like, that's the highest level of like, I mean, he's like, that's the best man in the world.
Pretty much,
like,
yeah.
The decathlon. He's gold medal Olympian, and now he's a girl. So Kanye is a man, but I'm like, yeah, it's possible, man. He's already getting there.
Man, poor Kanye. He needs to get out. Get out. He needs a black friend that works TSA
to come and
save him. We need to call SEAL Team 6. Somebody help this man. Put his face on a milk carton.
We should do that.
You should.
I think they already did. It's probably out there already.
It's probably out
the internet's
there.
too savage.
It's too savage.
Yeah.
NBA Finals.
Man.
I'm gonna let you talk your shit, man.
Nah, just tell me how right I am. I just
right
want
about what, DJ?
Everything I've been saying about LeBron.
All right,
he's good. He's I think he's the second best player of all time. How do you think that's insulting?
Honestly, they got fucked up. No, hold on. Let me say my piece about Game 1. Game 1, there's a foul shot, makes one, misses one. Okay, he missed it. I understand. But dude, finish your breakfast. How do you miss 2 free throws? Your job is to shoot. Even still, it's a tie game. J.R. Smith gets a rebound. Or someone gets it and then passes J.R. J.R. dribbles it out like they're winning and doesn't put the ball up. I'm a Knicks fan, okay? Like, I remember when J.R. was on the Knicks. Every game, Coach Mike Woodson would be like, God damn it, J.R. Like, at least one time a game, he'd do some dumb shit. Like, they're down 3, and he dribbles the ball on his nose like a fucking seal. Like, that one playoff series, he was at the club with Rihanna, all drunk, and then he missed, like, all his shots during the game before a playoff game. I get it. But then he dribbles the bitch out. I think he's drunk or high.
Anything is possible.
I
think he may be obligated to get drunk during the games by a sponsor.
I feel like he sweats Henny.
He probably does. He may actually be drunk while he's playing.
But he looks high all the time. Like he had been high. The Bama said he didn't know what the score was, and then his coach sucks. LeBron's coach sucks because he didn't call a timeout. And that face, he's just like that face.
I don't like when I know I'm right and we're having an argument about me being right, but I already know I'm right, which is all the time.
You're not right all the time. Timeout. You're not right all the time.
Okay, but this time I'm right, and I'm so used to being right. Like, I don't really like to come back down on you. I just like now that you can admit and see the error of your ways. That's all I really want for you. I'm just trying to help you, bring you to being better. Okay, it's cool though.
I admit that this performance, they got swept, and Jordan never got swept. Did Kobe get swept either?
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
Not in the finals.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it was pretty bad. And I didn't like how he tried to stand up everybody by being like, oh my God, like wilding out. Like, but still, man, like your teammates are high, and then no one shows up. Like, high or drunk.
That was rough to watch.
But I'll say that's pretty fucking impressive, though. Like, you playing the NBA Finals high as shit or drunk. Do you hear, I'm not going to say who, because I don't remember specifically, but legend has it, back in the day, back when Worlds was
Legend has
Brazil,
it. Legend has it.
A guy won Worlds high on PCP.
Everyone knows it's Legend. I don't think, I'm friends with the guy in the Legend.
Was it true?
I don't know if it was true. I heard it, but they said that today won Worlds on PCP. I have no idea.
I could believe it.
I can believe it too,
especially how he did Hydra before.
Yeah, I can believe it, but it's like I don't know. I don't know, but it's supposed to be
high on PCP.
Yeah, man.
Would you ever? Well, you didn't do this tournament high. Out of all the tournaments to do high, you didn't do high rollers high.
Like a little.
Oh, the truth comes
I'm not gonna take a blunt from my opponent in the bullpen. My opponent hands me like he's trying to put me in the no way. I was like, no way.
Like, I didn't know you liked to get wet, DJ. Like training day.
Oh no.
Just tripping on Sherm.
Yeah.
You might have fought like way better on PCP. Like I figure, like doesn't that make you like super strong?
I don't know.
DJ, your fight style be perfect, but you like rip someone's arm off.
I'm not doing PCP.
I'm just saying, man.
Because when you do PCP, you get kicked off of airplanes, and now you can't come to America no more.
You can't come to America no more.
I'm not doing
lockdown.
I want him to come back so bad.
So you think he's the go to jiu-jitsu?
Definitely, for sure.
You think he's the go to jiu-jitsu?
For sure, 100%.
What is your argument?
He was just like, it's kind of like the Jordan argument. Like when you watch him grapple, he's just better. He's like, man, he was what he did. He get his black belt in 4 years. In the first year of black belt, he wins worlds. He makes he gets in Marcelo's ass guard. It's like nothing. He taps Marcelo, and then he takes Hodger's back. And then the only reason he like lost to Hodger is because he tried to tap Hodger. He starts leaning off his back to finish a choke. When no one chokes or taps Hodger ever, Hodger comes on top and does what Hodger does to everybody.
That sucks.
He could have he could have body locked and just won the match, but that ain't today. So that's why. And don't even. I know you're gonna bring up the today Jacare thing. You fight the bigger, stronger version of yourself. You always lose to the bigger, stronger version of yourself. Jacare is one of my favorite too. But yeah, the match.
Man, he was black belt for 2 years and won everything. It was like peace.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
But today put more into jiu-jitsu, like Cobrinha, Michael Lange, like all those guys. Like there's so much great jiu-jitsu in the world of jiu-jitsu, and it always bothers me he don't get credit for it, like at all. Like all the Mendes brothers stuff, like that's all him. He's the lightest.
Jacare is the lightest guy to ever win the Open.
Yeah, because today made him really tired.
All right, please don't make an excuse.
I ain't making excuses.
Fucking LeBron, man. So where's LeBron going? Where do you think he's going?
LA, man. Big baller brand. BBB.
Big baller brand.
Big baller brand.
Big baller brand. I think him and Kawhi in LA.
Yeah.
But I've been saying that for like a year.
You were speaking into existence.
I did. So what is next for you?
Next for me, I have a big trip coming up. I got the Bull Super 8. Tell us about it, man. Big tournament in Australia, 15K to the winner. Oh, it's going to be a big one. There's me, Craig Jones, Ben Hodgkinson, James Brasco, Mike Perez. There's a bunch of good guys in there. I can't wait to go to Australia.
So you're saying it's easy work?
Oh, it's always easy
All
work.
work is easy.
I'm not. Yo, that's a long way. I'm not going to Australia.
Pusha D.
Yeah,
going international.
So Australia, I'm going to a few places in Australia, and then I'm going to head up Bali, Indonesia, Korea for the Spider tournament, and then Tokyo for the Abu Dhabi World Pro.
All I'm saying is, DJ, I don't know what happened to that pound that you're going international. I just want to wish you the best.
I appreciate it.
Like, I don't want to have to make a T-shirt that says free DJ. I can't post bail internationally, my dude. Like, I can't do it.
Can you post bail internationally?
Listen, I don't know what that movie is. This is a movie where the guy's pushing weight and he goes to one of those countries and they get locked up and caned. So I can't help you, DJ. I'm sorry, dog.
You're not going to hop on a plane for me?
I'll hop on a plane, but what am I going to do?
Dylan hopped on a plane for Connor. I mean, no, not Dylan. I'm sorry. Connor hopped on a plane for his boy Artem, and you're not going to hop on a plane for me?
What am I going to do? It's not like you're one of these, like,
you could throw a dolly. Throw a dolly at the bus.
Throw a dolly at the bus.
Taking
so I
me
get
off.
locked up too?
Connor did.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, especially what's going on politically in this country, they're not going to come for our black asses, dog. They're not going to come for us. What are they going to do? If we both get locked up, what are we going to do? They're going to put us on TV, be like, these two rascallions, these two goons, the BJJ goons get locked up abroad. You ever see that show?
Locked Up Abroad?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't watch it.
Don't watch it before you leave because I don't know what you're doing, dog, but I'm just looking out for you. But yeah, man, they're not going to come for us. We're done. Like, we get locked up overseas, we're done.
Yeah, when I go overseas, I'm an angel. I'm an angel. I want no smoke with no one.
What's next for me? Let's see. I'm supposed to be on a television show.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be on this television show. Basically, you put on medieval armor and you beat the hell out of someone. Like it's like
sword fighting, or can you you can use your jiu-jitsu too?
You can use everything. It's like a medieval fight.
I don't know. You probably can't armbar people with armor on and shit like that, but you
Man,
probably
I
do.
know solo the shit out of them.
Yeah, you can do other. Yeah,
double leg them. What are you gonna do?
True.
But I gotta figure out what weapon to use. Here's the deal. Everyone uses a sword. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I figure I use a shield and a mace. I block the shit, get in close, hit them with the mace, and then blast double their ass. And what are they gonna do? Just
I'd probably be more of a hammer guy, but yeah, everybody uses a sword.
A hammer? You would Gimli.
Yeah, of course, of course. What do you mean? Why you call me Gimli? Like I wouldn't want to be called Gimli. Gimli's one of the hardest going dudes on the joint. He killed more people than anybody except for the elves. Yeah, but but Gimli was holding it down.
Mad swaggy with it, like the motherfucker was glowing the whole time. Like this motherfucker just walked through like, all right, I got my arrows and it was like a damn Tommy gun.
Yo, he's holding it down.
Holding it down. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that, and I plan on doing New York Pro. And just training a lot, recovering from crazy ass worlds.
Crazy ass worlds camp.
Crazy worlds camp. And yeah, I'm excited. This year's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a big year for us. Baby. Year of the BJJ Goons.
BJJ Goons. Goon life.
Well,
Goon life.
Every year from here on out is the year of the BJJ Goons.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
Forever.
6. Forever. Yeah. For life. Anything else, DJ?
I think that's it, guys. Episode 6 of the BJJ Goons.
Make sure you go to trainwrecksystem.com. Make sure you go to bjjgoons.com. Follow us on Instagram. And like and share this episode of the podcast because we're on video. And pretty soon we're going to be live. And be on the lookout for BJJ Goons merch. And shout out to our homie Tony from White Belt BJJ for hooking us up with just helping set everything up for us here.
And if you guys have anyone that you think we should have on the podcast, hit us up. Let us know. We'll make it happen.
Definitely. Peace.
Peace.